Je suis, yo soy, watashi wa nanu, I am Chris, and this is Chris in English. I hope you're doing well this morning. Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday, also known as Friday Eve. We have many Eves in English. We have New Year's Eve. That's the day before New Year. We have Christmas Eve. That's the day before Christmas. But Friday Eve, the day before Friday, is even better. We have 52 Friday Eves every year. Hello, everybody. What are we going to do today? We got a good day planned today. Here's my question of the day for you. Are you ready? I want to know, what world record would you like to hold? If you could hold any world record, anyone at all, what world record would you choose? Fastest man alive, tallest man alive, maybe the smallest man alive? I don't know, but I did discover I am not the smallest man alive. We'll talk about this a little bit later. So we're going to have that as our main topic of conversation today, some world records. Question of the day, what world record would you like to hold? We're going to talk a little bit, just a little bit, about speaking skills today. Yesterday we talked a little bit about listening. Today we're going to talk about speaking, specifically how you can practice and prepare to speak in front of a group. I do it all the time. Online, in class. What are the tips and tricks that we follow when we have to speak in front of people? We'll talk a little bit about that today. And of course, I will share with you the word of the day. Why will I share the word of the day with you? Because I am courteous and polite. Is that a hint? Marty, is that a hint, Marty? Is that a clue about what our word of the day today is? I am courteous and polite. Could that be a clue for our word of the day? Probably is. Hello, sir. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Happy Friday Eve to you. I don't have a lot of coffee this morning, but it's a good cup of coffee. Mr. Marty, how are you doing? It's Thursday. I'm starting to make plans for my weekend. The word is not courteous, but it is a courteous word. What are you up to? How are you doing? Are you healthy? Are you safe? Is your country reopening? Are your cities reopening? Sala, good to see you, sir. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Friday Eve. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic. The question right now is, are your cities opening back up? California just announced that public schools can start reopening on September 1st if they want. So I think a lot of them are going to be reopening. I know a lot of children are anxious to get out of their houses. I know a lot of parents are anxious to get their children out of their houses. I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Marty. Marty's telling us that he is doing fine. All is well with him. I'm glad to hear that. What about you, Sala? I hope that you are also doing fine and well. I hope your city is healthy, corona-free. Let's do the San Diego coronavirus update. Like I said, we got some good news yesterday. San Diego County schools are allowed to reopen on September 1st. That's the first important step to reopening the rest of our community. Why? Well, if children are not in school, someone has to stay home and watch the children. If people are staying home and watching the children, they can't go to their work. So, opening up the schools is the first and important step. Now, of course, we want to make sure we're doing this in a safe way. We don't want children to get sick, and we don't want children to bring sickness back to their homes. So we're still working on a plan. What will it look like when the schools reopen? Small groups, small classes. Probably everybody will stay in one class and stay in one group all day. That's what I think. But we'll find out more information in the next coming weeks. In San Diego County, we have had 37,285 cases of coronavirus with 668 deaths. It looks like we had 2 deaths yesterday. Each death is a sadness to us. And we mourn with the family and friends who have lost loved ones. I am happy to say, though, that the number of deaths is coming down in San Diego County. That's a good thing. That is a good thing, and that's the reason why we'll be able to open up again soon. In California, we have had 688,000 cases of coronavirus with 12,548 deaths. In the United States as a whole, we have had 5.8 million cases with an additional 42,000 cases just yesterday. And we have had 180,000 deaths with an additional 1,260 deaths just yesterday. I'm happy that San Diego County is opening schools soon. I'm saddened that our death count is still 1,000 a day across my country, and I hope we're opening up the schools on the right and safe timeline. But I will be positive, and I will say that San Diego County's numbers, our math, our science is saying we're pointed in the right direction. So, I am hopeful. That's the San Diego coronavirus update. Look at you, Marty. You've been very patient. You have been courteous and kind. Is that a hint? Is that a clue for our word of the day? I bet it is. I bet it is a hint and a clue for our word of the day. Our word of the day today is an adjective. That means kind and courteous in behavior towards others. The word of the day today: benighted. No, that's not the word of the day. That's not the word of the day. I know that's not the word of the day. I don't know why I said that's the word of the day. It's spelled similarly, and I just looked and I just said I should have read more carefully. Benignant. Our word of the day today is benignant. Benignant is a great adjective, not very common. It's a twice-a-year word. You'll hear or use this word twice a year, tops. But it's a great word to use. Benignant. It describes kind and courteous behavior, especially kind, courteous behavior towards other people. Let me give you that spelling. Benignant. B-E-N-I-G-N-A-N-T. Benignant. The teacher's benignant style made his students comfortable. Is that true? Is that a true sentence? Does the teacher's benignant style, does his kind and courteous style towards his teachers, towards his students, make his students feel more comfortable? Benignant. B-E-N-I-G-N-A-N-T. Yes, Mr. Marty, that is correct. Benignant. Kind and courteous in behavior towards others. Here's one more sentence for you. We, all of us, want wise and benignant leadership in our countries. Benignant. Nemo! Good morning, Nemo. Good to see you, sir. Our word of the day today, benignant. Benignant. B-E-N-I-G-N-A-N-T. Benignant. Kind and courteous in your behavior towards others. Glad to see you this morning, sir. I hope, as I pull my pillows under, I hope you're healthy and safe today. I hope you're doing well. Marty's giving us a sentence. People show that benignancy, people that show benignancy are generally well liked. Very good. And what did you do here, Mr. Marty? You took our adjective, benignant, and you made the correct transformation to a noun. The noun form of benignant is benignancy. B-E-N-I-G-N-A-N-C-Y. Very good, Mr. Marty. Benignant, benignancy. I don't think that Emperor Palpatine was very benignant in his treatment of Luke Skywalker. I don't think so at all. But that's just me. That's just me. An expert on Star Wars. Hey, let's see. I wanted to share just a little short presentation about presentations, about speaking skills when we speak in front of others. Speaking English is sometimes hard. I know for some of you it's not quite so hard, but for many people, including native speakers, speaking is difficult. Sometimes we're shy. Sometimes we're concerned that we don't have the vocabulary. Sometimes we don't think we know what we're talking about. There are a lot of reasons for us to be shy when we speak, and a lot more reasons to be shy when we do public speaking, when we speak in front of an audience. There are some things, however, that we can do to help us feel more confident when we speak in front of others. And when we feel more confident, we perform better. Right? You know how you feel when you're all nervous and you're all shaky and you can't control your voice because you can't control your breathing? Yeah, it's hard to do. We all get nervous. But if we prepare properly, we can get rid of the nervousness and increase our confidence. The number one thing you can do, if you're going to do public speaking, do not try to speak off the top of your head. Do not try to speak, as we say, off the cuff. Don't make it up as you go. Watch this. Look at my head. Look at my face. Huh? I'm reading notes. I didn't write a whole script. But I do have notes. I do have prepared notes on what I want to say next. And if you have prepared notes when you speak in public, you're going to do better. You're not going to have hesitations. You're not going to have to think about what's next. You just, one more time, watch the head. You just refer to your notes. And notice I'm not reading the notes now. I just looked at the next thing on the list, and now I'm talking about it. Prepare. Write down what you want to say. When you are practicing, and I hope you practice before you speak in public, always try to record yourself. Listen to yourself. I know, but Chris, I hate the sound of my voice. I understand. Almost all of us hate the sound of our own voice. However, by practicing out loud and recording yourself, and of course playing back the recording, you will get to listen to yourself to check for vocabulary problems, grammar problems, stylistic issues. By recording yourself and listening to yourself play back, you are going to be giving yourself the information that you need to fix any mistakes, giving yourself more confidence, allowing you to give a better performance. Huh? Yeah, record yourself. Also, ask a friend to listen to you and ask them to give you feedback. Be specific in your request. Be specific. If you ask your friend to listen to you and you say, "How do you think I did?" they're going to say, "Oh, you were good." No, you need to be specific in the questions to your friends so that you can get specific feedback. Did you understand my English? Do you know most of the vocabulary that I'm using? How was my inflection? Things like that. These are the things that your friend can help you with if you're specific. If you just say, how do you think I did? They're going to say, "Oh, you did great. You were the best English speaker ever. Good luck." Number 5, and we talked about this a little bit already, practice, practice, practice. Practice, practice, practice. When I do public speaking, I like to practice for at least a week. And what I mean by that is I like to practice for about an hour a day for at least a week before I present myself in public. Now, sometimes I don't have to do that. I have taught past, perfect, progressive so many times. I probably do not have to practice for 7 days in order to teach that lesson. But I'll tell you this, I do always take a look at my notes before I teach that lesson. I do always go over in my head what are the points I'm supposed to hit. So I do still practice a little bit even when I'm really sure I know what I'm going to be doing. For you, speaking in English, you're going to want to practice as much as possible. But the last and number one tip I can give you for speaking English in front of people is be kind to yourself. You will make mistakes when you speak English. You will make mistakes. 100%. There is no teacher on the planet who can prevent you from making mistakes. Sometimes when you speak English, native speakers make mistakes when we speak English too. Be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up. You missed a vocabulary word. Psst. You put the verb before the subject in a statement. Psst. You will make mistakes. Did you learn from the mistake? Can you not make that mistake again in the future? That's the really important thing to look at. But don't beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself when you're public speaking. And by doing these 5 things, writing out a speaking plan, recording yourself to practice, asking a friend for feedback when you practice, practicing a little bit every day, and being kind to yourself. These are the things that are going to help you improve your speaking skill and your speaking confidence. Not just in front of people, but for everyday speaking as well. That's it! That's it! A little bit of information on public speaking. If you have questions about that, let me know. You can write a comment right here in the chat. Right here. I'm pointing to it right here. Or you can send me an email, chris@ChrisinEnglish.com. Or you can wait till this is posted on YouTube and you can write a comment there too. I'll look forward to hearing from you. I always do. Our question of the day. What world record would you like to hold? If you could hold any world record, what would it be? Oh, I don't know. For me, I once had a dream of doing a non-stop theatrical production for 186 hours. Why 186 hours? That's exactly a week. There's exactly 186 hours in a week. 1 week of theater. Nobody's ever done that before. I think the record is held in India right now, and I think it's about 120 hours. So, that's the record I would like to hold. Participate in a theatrical production that goes on for 186 hours. Hasn't been done. But in my research, I found a lot of interesting world records that have been done. For example, the world's shortest man. Turns out it's not me. The world's shortest man, Chandra Dangi. He is 54.6 centimeters tall. In America, we would say that he was 1 foot 9 inches. Not very tall at all. Not very tall at all. But one day, there was a man that he met. He met a man named Sultan Qasim, who is 251 centimeters tall. The world's tallest man. So if you check online, you can see a picture of these two people together. The world's tallest and the world's shortest man. Alexa, convert 251 centimeters to feet.
251 centimeters is 8 feet 3 inches.
8 feet 3 inches? Now that's a basketball player. Now, for those of you who are curious, there is a woman, and I apologize, G-O-T, Amjay, I'm sure I'm saying your name wrong, but at the age of 19, she was the shortest woman in the world, 24.7 inches tall. Alexa, convert 24.7 inches to centimeters. Alexa's from America. She doesn't like centimeters. Alexa, convert 27 centimeters. Sorry, guys. Alexa.
27 centimeters is about 10.6 inches.
All right, we're looking at about 9 inches. Give or take. Wow. No, that's not right. She's 24 inches. She's 2 feet tall. Alexa, 2 feet in meters. 66. Yeah.
2 feet is 0.61 meters.
I was wrong. 0.61. Let's see. There's a Japanese teenager, Kazuhiro Watanabe, and he has the world's tallest mohawk. His mohawk is 3 feet 8 inches tall. That's over a meter and a third. 1.3 meters of mohawk. Wow! Wow! But that's not the longest hair in the world. Nilanshi Patel has 6 feet of hair. 190 centimeters of hair for this young lady. Congratulations to her. She has a nice little trophy and she gets to travel the world. All on the Guinness Book, people. Speaking of traveling the world, if you want to travel the world, you're going to need a suitcase. And that means we are going to talk about the world's largest suitcase. The world's largest rolling suitcase is in England. It is 175 centimeters by 115 centimeters by 46 centimeters. That means we're looking at a 5'9" by 3'3" by 1'6" thick suitcase. A suitcase that is taller than me. I'm afraid of those baggage fees. I think the airport will actually charge me an additional $1 million to check that luggage. It won't fit under my seat. That's for sure. I can try to get it in the overhead luggage, but I don't think it'll work. We'll see. Finally, what is the world's most expensive dessert? It has 13 types of very rare cocoa. It has an expensive, thinly sliced truffle mushroom covered in expensive cocoa. It is served in a crystal goblet, and it's topped with edible gold foil. This is called the frozen hot chocolate. It's served at the Serendipity 3 restaurant in New York. It's the world's most expensive dessert, coming in at $25,000. $25,000 for a bowl of ice cream. Share with your friend. All right, that's what I got today. What world record would you like to hold? Maybe you do. Maybe I'm talking to someone out there right now who holds a world record in something. Please let me know what it is. I'd be very curious to see. All right. All right, my friends. That's pretty much my show. That's what I have. I hope everybody has a great Thursday. Come back tomorrow. It's Friday Fun Day tomorrow. We're going to do riddles. We're going to have fun. We're going to talk about things that are unbelievable. We're going to talk about unbelievable things. We're going to do some riddles. We're going to play some games. We're going to have Friday Fun Day. Just like we do every Friday. Although I have fun every day. I hope you have a great Thursday. I hope you stay safe and healthy until tomorrow. Please remember, my name is Chris. I love you all. Go away.